Welcome to All Things Internet. I am your host, Rachel Ballinger. This is a show where we talk about things we see on the internet that usually have to do with the internet, but we don't fact check or research most things, except Emily does. So I gotta change my intro.
Yeah, you do. Can we change it to what you put on Instagram? Because that was hilarious and I couldn't stop laughing at it.
I don't even remember what I put.
Welcome to ATI Podcast. We're both gay, but not for each other. Something along those lines.
How do we talk about
tears rolling down my face?
Oh, I loved it. Well, the picture I put was us like holding each other. So I was like, we're gay, but not for each other. I thought I had to specify.
Anyone that looked at your face could have known.
Yeah, I look like I'm being held captive. I have a hair. Okay. Well, you know, when you see two gay women together, you're gonna be like, they're dating.
Oh, yeah.
The internet, if I post something with Joy, they're like, is that your other girlfriend? But who?
Your other girlfriend.
I got one. I'm a very monogamous human being. I'm the most monogamous human being on the planet. That's just because I'm gay. So they automatically think I'm dating any other woman they see.
Right. I had a really good lifelong friend reach out to me, but she's like older. When I posted like our ATI Instagram page, she was like, oh, is that your new girlfriend? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, first of all, you think I would have announced it like via Instagram instead of like calling you directly. And I was like, no, but she's in a relationship with a very hot, attractive woman.
Yeah.
That she's never leaving. So
nope.
So we're good.
All right. Good. Yeah. So, hi. How you doing?
Hi.
We've both had rough mornings. My dogs. Yesterday, I woke up to Snoop having pooped all over this room. And then this morning, I woke up to Blaze having pooped all over his crate. Both of which never have accidents. Ever. So I don't know what was wrong. And I was like, it's not even like I was hungover and didn't wake up till 10 a.m. No,
right.
I'm completely fine. Woke up at my normal 8 a.m. hour.
Oh, their tummies hurt.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I didn't feed them anything different. Anyway, how was your morning? What'd you do?
Slept until 10:30. Not hungover. Just lazy.
Jealous.
My dog knocked over my ring light and broke it.
Good.
You
couldn't get your wireless mouse to work.
Couldn't get I know, because a couple people were complaining last week about my camera being too shaky, but it's because I have like the news bullet points on my laptop, and so while I'm like scrolling to make sure like I'm staying on track, it's shaking my computer. So I tried to set up
How much are iPads? Can I just get you an iPad and then you read the news on that?
No, because I don't like taking things from people.
You wouldn't be taking if we ever stopped this podcast. You would have to send it back to me. It's my iPad. It's the business's iPad. It's for the podcast. You're like, sure, send me whatever you want. Do I need a company car? No.
Don't tease me like that. My like banged up Hyundai that's sitting outside collecting dirt.
All right. We should talk about the news. This is what this podcast is. This is not Rachel Uncensored, where we talk about absolutely nothing for an hour.
Yes. Okay. Would you like me to start? I guess I should start.
Oh no, I have a news story. I'll start.
Are we just okay, go for it.
My girlfriend read this to me yesterday and I didn't believe it, and now I read into it and it's all allegedly still.
Okay.
So Drake, I'm so excited to tell you something.
I know. Okay, backstory. She texted me yesterday and she was like, we should talk about Drake. And I was like, burp, I'm going to stop you right there. I was like, don't say anything else. I don't know about it. Tell me tomorrow on the podcast. I want a genuine reaction.
Okay. So Drake is apparently getting sued by an Instagram model because he used hot sauce as a form of birth control. Now, that's the headline. This is what happened. Apparently, he had sexual relations. Allegedly has sexual relations with a woman, a model of sorts. Okay. Cool. He used a condom. Good on him.
Good boy.
Good boy. Great.
Right.
We are preventing diseases and unwanted babies.
Take note, Tristan Thompson. Sorry,
come on, boy.
Keep going.
So he goes into the bathroom afterwards and takes the condom off and then comes back to bed. The model then gets up and goes into the bathroom and opens the condom, unwraps it, and tries to pour it back into her vagina and like stuffs the condom, the open condom, and like squishing the juices back into her.
Ew, please never say juices ever again. That just ruined my entire day.
I am telling a story, Emily.
Okay. Keep going.
So then she immediately starts feeling an intense burning in her hoo-ha and starts freaking out. And she comes out and was like, what did you do to this condom? And he was like, I put hot sauce in it to kill the sperm. And so she's trying to sue him. What? No.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
No, Drake did absolutely nothing wrong. This man went above and beyond. He had sexual relations, wore a condom. He didn't do anything wrong. What do you mean?
Okay.
No, like, you can't. Well, she tried to steal his sperm.
No. I'm not like giving that a pass, but why like would he not switch it out for like spermicide or like hydrogen like why hot sauce? Like what in the 5-minute crafts?
Because as a punishment in case the chick tried to do what she did probably. I don't know. It's an easy thing to have on hand. I'm sorry. I am 100% in this scenario on Drake's side.
Do you think I'm on his side too? It's just the way he went about it.
No, don't care. Great. Fantastic.
Do you think he has one of those like Tabasco sauce keychains? Like,
yeah,
that
I hope so.
Or like a holster.
I hope so. Because I think it is disgusting and foul when women do stuff like that to get impregnated by these.
Right.
No. Illegal. Immediate no.
I wonder if it is like to trap someone like that.
If it isn't, it should. Well, that's hard to. Yeah, that is really hard to prove. Because if she were to do that, she could have just said like, "Well, the condom broke or something, or didn't work, or whatever." You know. So it's really hard to prove.
Right.
But it's those scenarios. He was like, "Nah, you're not getting away with that." He protected himself in a way that wouldn't have harmed her if she hadn't tried to do that. He wore a condom as he should. Hopefully both were satisfied. He went into the restroom, disposed of the condom as you should. Everything is great. A-okay. He puts hot sauce in it. If she never tried to go cheat the system, she would have not had hot sauce in her coochie.
I would have never admitted it if I was her. I would have walked out of that bathroom acting like nothing was wrong because...
Well, she clearly went into the situation trying to achieve something. And then was like, well, fine. If I'm not getting babies out of it, I'll try and sue him for something instead. So like bodily harm, assault with a hot weapon. I don't know.
Drake was really trying to spice things up, wasn't he?
Honestly, his stuff was too hot for her to handle.
Oh my God. That is
Isn't
hilarious.
that insane?
Scary. Yeah, scary, insane. But at the same time, karma had its kiss for her.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That was no. That's a no for
But
me.
I would just like to put it out there that it has not been confirmed that hot sauce kills sperm. So
nope. But I guess no. But I'm okay with it.
So don't take this as advice. Like
no.
For the future.
This is there are other ways. But because like I think trying to trick a man into impregnating you like that is the same if a dude were to try and poke holes in his condom to impregnate the woman. Both terrible. You should not trick people or like trap or cheat the system into having babies with someone else because you want them and the other person doesn't. That's just not okay.
It's probably not even, I mean, I can't speak for her, but I would assume it's not even that she wants the baby. It's that she wants Drake's baby so that she can have the money.
Yes. So.
Wow.
And as of right now, we don't have her name. And this is all allegedly still.
Allegedly.
But he posted on Instagram, have your 15 minutes of fame. I'll take the 23 hours and 45 minutes of the other time or something like that. But, more lyrically correct.
Right. Oh my God. Wow. Well, if it does go to court, I'm very excited to read that transcript.
Right? Right?
Your Honor. I'm not even going to repeat
I wasn't even
the
in
J
the room.
word that you used. Yeah.
I was just seasoning my juices.
One of the many reasons I could never date men. The juices.
Oh, you have dated men. Get out of here.
It was a mistake. It was a phase, Mom.
Same. All right, before we go into your news segments, let's check to see if we have a sponsor for today. Sponsor. All right, what do you got for me? You can't beat my story.
I really can't. Oh my God. Okay. So we got some suggestions on what my punishment should be for cursing.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm gonna try and pronounce these names as best as I can, but from Anna Berchekis, she said she could set an amount to donate to charity, and every time she says a curse word, an amount is taken away from the total. That way she's incentivized to try and to not lose money for the charity.
That's terrible.
Why?
Because what if we end up donating zero money to charity because you have a potty mouth?
I've been really good. I'm trying so hard. But my little caveat with that is I am the charity at this point. I am so poor. So I'll take that suggestion for a time where I'm not eating ramen every night and sleeping in my cousin's guest bedroom.
Oh, good. Well, also, guys, the more listens we get, the more Emily gets paid.
There we go. Come on. I want to eat fresh food.
Subscribe to the channel. Leave good reviews on what is it called? iTunes and Spotify and Pandora. Rate us. Get our views and stuff up so that Emily can eat an orange.
That would be so lovely. Like a pirate with scurvy. Like, please. Just want some fresh food. Okay, so from her handle is at the Anetter. I think I'm saying that right. She says when Emily swears, she has to post a selfie on this account with a stranger. With my social anxiety, that is definitely a good incentive.
That's actually hilarious. Like, you have to go out and take a picture with someone.
Right.
But also COVID, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, I was thinking that. But, like, maybe when COVID's over in 16 years.
It's not going to be over.
No.
This is life.
Yes. So from someone, their handle's at Electrictree, and someone else named Kathy Ann in the YouTube comments both suggested that I have to try a new food of your choosing every time I
like that
curse.
That one.
So evil.
I got Brother
brilliant.
Bear's girlfriend to like sushi.
Oh, you got me. Well, I liked that one that I had at your house.
Was it the baked one?
Yeah, it's always a baked one.
That was her favorite. We got several different kinds. She's like, I think it's the seaweed. So we got a soy paper one. And then I always do a baked one because baked salmon ones are always just a banger. And she liked the baked salmon.
That's always been my problem is I put the sushi in my mouth and I'm expecting it to be warm. And then it's like ice cold. And it like cold fish grosses me out.
Then you just like baked rolls. And that's fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that was a really good suggestion.
We should do that. I'm down for that.
All right.
We could record you trying it over Zoom and post it on the Instagram for Instagram Reels.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I like that. Let's do it.
We'll stick with that for now. Okay, so moving on to our In Honor of Gwen segment.
Mamacita.
In case you guys missed it last week, at the beginning of every episode to honor Rachel's mother, Gwen, retiring from all things internet, but still always being in our hearts. I will either be sharing this week's most ridiculous holiday or testing Rachel's knowledge of squirrel and chicken facts. This week we're going with squirrel facts.
Love it.
I'm hoping your mom hasn't said these before.
She hasn't given many squirrel facts. She's given chicken facts, but the squirrels were just, she would let us know what the squirrels in her backyard were doing that week.
It's so much more interesting. I love that. Okay, so it's going to be the same as last week. I'm going to present you with 3 squirrel facts. 2 are going to be true. 1 is going to be made up, and you have to guess which one you think is false. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. First fact. Squirrels have 3 toes on their feet, which are extremely sharp and used for gripping tree bark whilst climbing.
I want to say they have more. Okay, continue.
Okay. In Greek, the word squirrel means shadow tail.
I have no knowledge if that's true or not. Continue.
Number 3, when jumping or falling, they use their tails both for balance and as a parachute. Time to guess.
Fudge muffins.
You can do this.
I don't think the last one's correct.
Okay, so you think when they're jumping or falling, using their tails for both balance and as a parachute is false?
I don't think they use it as a parachute. They're not as... Those are flying squirrels. They use little wings.
It just like deploys. It's the first one that's incorrect.
Dang it! I knew it. The 3 little claws. They have 5 claws. Everything's got 5.
Yeah, they can have 4 or 5. Yeah.
All right, fine.
All right, fail.
I failed that one.
Also, I wanted to tell you my own version of a little squirrel story if we had time. Do we have time? Are we on track?
I mean, you just cut down somewhere else if you go on too long.
I don't even know if it's that interesting to cut something else down, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So when I moved, I'm from, oh my God, like the middle of Virginia. And when I moved to Northern Virginia, like around the DC area, I kept seeing these jet black squirrels everywhere. And that week I had just learned about this like rare genetic, I don't know whether to call it like a disorder or like anomaly, but it's basically the opposite of albinism, where it's called melanism. And so instead of these animals being like completely white, like being albino animals, they have way too much melanin and they're jet black. And so when I moved to DC and I saw this like jet black squirrel, I was like, oh my God, this is so rare, once in a lifetime. Like, I'm never going to see this again. And then like 2 days later, I saw like 5 black squirrels, like all black squirrels sitting in a tree. And so I was like, this has to be like something weird going on. So I looked it up, and apparently in like, I want to say 1906 or 7, Canada and the National Zoo in DC did an exchange program where Canada sent like a crate full of all black squirrels to the National Zoo in DC, and the DC Zoo sent them a box of all gray squirrels, like as a trade program. And it was supposed to be like a tourist attraction to like bring people back into the zoo, but then they got tired of taking care of them, so they just released them into the public, and now they're overbreeding. And a problem.
Oh my God.
They're like taking over the DC area just because they're like, all right, attraction over, released, and just like let them out into the wild.
Crap? When was this?
1906. I think they released them in like 1907 or 8 when they realized no one was going to come to a zoo to see all black squirrels.
No. I didn't know all black squirrels were a thing though, so that's cool to know.
Me neither, yeah. I thought it was like this cool thing, but apparently it's, just a breed. Anyway, there's my squirrel story.
I liked it. I like that you thought you saw this rare thing, and then really it was just some stupid people.
I like took like, if you scroll back in my camera roll, I had like 50 photos of it because I was like, I'm going to show this to everyone. No.
I love you.
Thank you.
All right. What's your news?
Okay. So first, wanted to say thank you to everyone that sent in suggestions of news topics. If you're not already, go follow our ATI Instagram page at
I made
All Things
it.
Internet. I'm so proud
I made
of you.
it. Okay, at All Things Internet Podcast.
Because a lot of times we ask the viewers to send us in suggestions. A couple people suggested we talk about Jason Momoa announcing his separation from his partner Lisa Bonet after 5 years of marriage.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's sad, and I really like them together. Also, quick news, Prince Andrew was stripped of all royal and military titles as the investigation into his involvement with a sexual assault case goes to trial.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Bye. And then we got tons of people
The queen was like, you're done.
She should have said, you're done.
She
about
did.
10 years ago. But
yeah, that's true.
Whatever. And then we got tons of requests for us to talk about Megan Fox and MGK getting engaged, and her weird Instagram caption linked to the announcement.
Apparently they drank each other's blood after. Allegedly.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep that always allegedly.
I just love, just after whatever I say, I'm just gonna say allegedly.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not, but for those of you that have not seen her Instagram post, she wrote, "He asked me to marry him, and just as in every lifetime before this one, and as in every lifetime that will follow, I said yes. ... And then we drank each other's blood."
I'm going to say it was a joke.
They are so weird. I don't know.
I don't know she was that, I don't know the word for it. Punk emo creepy?
Alternative? Like
hard
I don't
rock
know.
metal. I don't know what she is. Whatever Machine Gun Kelly is. No hate. I love when people have their thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was so much like him.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think she like adapted that kind of personality when they got together. Because
if that's what she was, that's cool. That's cool if that's what she was. But I know she divorced her husband because she felt she wasn't herself around him.
Oh,
So,
I didn't know that.
Maybe that was insider information I wasn't supposed to have.
She texted you herself to tell you.
Thought JoJo was friends with her ex.
You're hearing it first here, people. An internet exclusive. BuzzFeed's going to be reaching out soon.
No, God, no. No comment. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not, but like they're just vibing and I'm going to let them.
I love it. If they're vibing, they're
so.
vibing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's just,
Whatever.
Do you, as long as no one's getting harmed unwillingly in the process.
Drinking someone's blood, though.
Oh, you cut out. I can't hear you. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I was going to say drinking someone's blood, though. Like, wouldn't that harm?
I said as long as no one's harmed unwillingly.
Unwillingly. Okay. All
right. A little spanking, a little choking, a little blood drinking. If it's all okay.
Combo. I don't know if I'll ever love someone that much.
To drink their blood?
Yeah.
Well, what if it was like, drink this person's blood or I'm going to shoot them in the face? That was aggressive.
Oh.
Sorry.
0 to 10.
So aggressive. I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, of course I would.
Okay.
My best friend and like Emma and I sit around all the time, like coming up with these weird scenarios. Like, if I was standing on the edge of a cliff and you had to eat, like,
oh my God.
We just like do it for fun, and our therapists have commented on it several times.
Yeah,
stop, but
as they should.
But yeah, no. Anyway, okay, bigger news. We're just gonna keep moving.
Just skip right past everything we've said.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Do not contact our therapists. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, bigger news. Jamie Lynn Spears did an interview with a host from Good Morning America explaining about how she only ever loved and supported Britney Spears and claims she set ways up for her sister to end the conservatorship.
And no. Britney said no.
I know. I was so proud of her. So for those of you that don't know, there's been a feud going on between Britney Spears and her little sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, ever since Britney was set free from her conservatorship and allowed to control her own social media. Thank God. In one of her more recent blasts against her family, and more specifically Jamie Lynn, Britney posted an Instagram caption. Should I read it like dramatically?
I mean, it is so long.
I'll read the first sentence because it's a run-on sentence.
Oh my God. So the entire caption?
All right. There's nothing worse than when the people closest to you who never showed up for you post things in regards to your situation, whatever it may be, and speak righteously for support. There's nothing worse than that. 6 exclamation points. But yeah, it goes on for like another 4 paragraphs about her basically like sub-tweeting. Is that what it's called? Like,
I think.
Yeah, when you're like talking about someone, don't say their name, about her little sister, Jamie Lynn.
Yeah.
And then since the start of the Free Britney movement, Jamie Lynn has been hounded by Britney fans to speak up, help, and to stop taking advantage. And they've been sending her hate messages and threats. So she finally agreed to do an interview to stand up for herself and honor her voice. Okay.
So the thing is, she should, I don't know what's actually going on. The thing is, with stuff like this, we never actually know what's going on. And like behind the scenes. But Jamie should talk to Brittany privately.
Right.
And then discuss what should be said publicly.
Right. Well,
we don't know what Brittany's actually going through. We don't actually know her state of mind. We don't know what Jamie actually did. Jamie might have done things that Brittany didn't see. So Brittany might be like, you're lying. Jamie could just be trying to save her own butt. We do not know.
Well,
Emily thinks she knows. So Emily, continue.
I dug a little. And I mean, so I basically wrote up this story before more news dropped, where now it's very obvious that it is the truth. But basically, like during this interview, she was claiming that when the conservatorship was put in place, she didn't understand what was going on because she was so young. She was about to have a baby. You know, she was focused on herself. And then she later on claimed that she realized how much discord this was causing the family. Please note that she didn't say how much pain this was causing her sister, but just how much discord this was causing the family. So she says she helped her sister in various ways, making sure that she had the contact she needed to go ahead and end the conservatorship, and that she even spoke to her sister's legal team, you know, yada, yada, yada. And so at first I was like, she's clearly just doing this interview to like clear her name, to get like people to stop hating on her, whatever. But then she goes on to reveal that she has a book that's about to be released.
Oh, God, no. Okay, no, she's trash. Done.
Yep.
Trash.
The book is called Things I Should Have Said, and it's all about her life and relationships with her family and her sister. So that's when it dawned on me that this is just one giant publicity stunt to sell her book.
That's trash. Get it out. Leave.
Yep. Bye.
No. The second you try and make money off of it, you're in the wrong. That's just what it is.
That's what she's been doing this entire time.
You don't monetize your apology video on YouTube. You don't release a book and your apology to your sister. No.
Right. Well, and the book hasn't been released yet, so like obviously I haven't been able to read it, but from the sneak peeks and like quotes that she gave during the interview, it is not an apology to her sister. She's using the book to gaslight Brittany and like everything that happened to her, to explain her own poor choices as a sister that turned a blind eye and like left her to rot under the control of her father. So
garbage. Throw out.
Get out of here, Judas. Bye.
Leave. Next.
Yeah. Boo. But yeah, then Brittany did come forward and tweeted at Jamie Lynn after the interview, and it was basically like, you know, screw you. It was a very long and chaotic rant in true Brittany fashion. So I won't read the whole thing, but yeah, proud of her for speaking out.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, next story is Demi Lovato just got a huge spider tattoo inked into the side of their head after treating
that.
You did? Oh, proud of you.
I know. I follow them on Instagram.
Oh, good. Yeah. So they got this after completing their drug treatment program. It was done by the famous Dr. Wu. Do you want to like explain what it looks like for those that have not seen it?
I scrolled really fast past it because I don't like spiders.
Interesting. I didn't know that about you.
I hate spiders so much.
You also don't like snakes. Learned that about you.
I could deal with it. But
you were ready to step up. I was proud of you.
I know, but I didn't have to because you were there. Was there a video of you somewhere dealing with that snake? Joy was at my place and she was like, the snake got out, but she wasn't able to go. But Emily and I could go to her house and grab the snake. So Emily and I were sent to Joy's house to grab a 20-foot long cobra python rattle. And it's like a
black mamba snake.
So far from freaking Aladdin over there. And we had to go put the snake back into its terrarium thingy bob, whatever it is.
But we had to tear apart her room finding it.
Find it. So we were playing like hide and seek with a snake. And Emily is a little less scared than I am of snakes. So I was like, fine, if you are more willing to do it, you do it. If I was alone, I would have dealt with it. But Emily was there, so I was allowed to be a giant baby about the whole thing. I was standing in the
will
middle
not-
of the bed giving her direction.
I wasn't going to say anything, but yes, you were up on the bed going, oh, 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 every time I pulled a box out because you thought I was going to be behind every box I pulled.
I thought it was going to jump out at you too.
Me too. Well, and then when I finally did, it was like way back in the back of Joy's closet. By the way, she sent us to the house and said like, hey, my snake got out. Would you mind finding it? We couldn't find it, but I told her, I was like, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Can you describe what it looks like? And she was like, well, it has like patches of white on it. Also, it's like 4 feet long. I thought we were looking for a snake like max 12 inches. So when she said 4 feet
it's the size
long,
of you.
I was like, no. So then, yeah, when I finally found it, I pulled the box out from the back of her closet and its head like whipped around to stare at me. And I was like, nope, and booked it. And that's when you stepped up and you're like, okay, I guess I'll do it. But then I had to prove my like.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do it. You're like, no. I started this.
No.
I'm going to finish it.
Yeah, that is a direct quote. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what else? What were we talking about?
I didn't take my medication this morning.
I've never taken medication.
Demi Lovato spider tattoos.
Oh.
So, yes, they shaved the side of their head and got this very realistic spider, like 3D spider tattoo inked into the side of their head. And
That's
the way
what
the
they're
artist
into, then great. But
yeah. The way the artist did it, I mean, it's incredibly well done, but like it does look like it's a spider sitting on top of her head. So it's like freaky. So yeah, there's mixed reviews. People are either thinking it's hideous. Other people are thinking it's awesome. I've always been a big believer on it's your body, your choice. You do with it whatever you want. If it brings you happiness, whatever. I have my fair share of ugly tattoos.
Will
on my
not
body.
be able to look at their head. Yeah. That's all.
You like meet them at a party and you're like,
Just
I'm
talking
sorry,
to
would you
them
mind?
like this.
Would you mind putting on a beanie?
Could you just turn your head the other way for me?
Oh, yeah.
But it's in the hairline, correct?
Yeah, and I mean, if they choose to grow their hair back out, it will be covered by their hair because it's like, yeah, I mean, for those who are only listening and not watching, you obviously can't see where I'm pointing, but it's like top.
Above your ear. Above the ear.
Yeah. So if hair does come back in, it will be covered. But if not, it's going to be chilling there.
Great.
Okay. That's kind of it for
the news. All right. Let's check to see if we have a sponsor for today before we move on to a game that I am a willing participant in. Sponsor. All right. You want to explain the game?
Sure. Okay, so we're going to do internet taboo. If you've never played taboo before, the basic premise is we're trying to get the other person to guess who we're talking about, like / describing. But what makes the game tricky is we have forbidden words that we're not allowed to say. So, for example, if I was trying to get Rachel to guess Kermit the Frog, I wouldn't be able to say green, Miss Piggy, Muppet.
Are we trying to get the other to guess in a little amount of words as possible? Or as fast as possible?
As fast as possible. It's like you have to get the other person to guess within a certain amount of time. So I figured like we could do like 20 seconds for each. Is that too little time?
No, I thought that was too much time. Why don't we go?
Should we do... You want to see some real speed? Do you want to do like 15 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me set a timer. Also, we heard your complaints about my audio last week. So I'm making sure to keep my mouth real close to the mic.
Oh, God. But also, Brother Aaron and I will check audio and post to make sure we match.
Nice. It was the first time in my life multiple people have told me I'm being too quiet. Like,
isn't that a weird thing to get? Because sometimes people tell me that every once in a while. I'm like, me?
Right.
No.
I'm always screaming.
Always. Yeah. You, me, and Joy together, the volume is maxed out. It's like girlfriend she's an empath introvert. So when us three are together, she's like, I love you guys so much. I'm going to go just die in the other room real quick and recharge.
With some earplugs.
Yeah.
We're just like all screaming over each other the entire time. And like changing subjects within like split seconds.
She said, I have no idea. We're talking about ice cream and now we're on elephant poop in 1 millisecond. I got to go. I'll come back when you guys have exhausted yourselves.
She needs to go on like a 5-day retreat to recover.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay. I got the timer set for 15 seconds. My dog is doing something weird. Okay. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay. And remember the rules. You can't say any part of any of the taboo words or their name. So like.
All right.
Yep. I don't know how else to describe that.
Okay.
Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go.
They'll punch you in the throat if you don't hit the like button.
Oh, Phil DeFrank.
Yes. Spit in my mouth at JoJo's party.
What?
You were super excited to meet her. She was at the bottom of the pyramid. We were trying to get her to be at the top of our pyramid.
Tana.
Tana. My little sister. Pride party.
Oh.
Where you
JoJo.
met Tana.
JoJo.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
My sister's best friend. Gay.
Corey.
Yo, dang it. I said gay and I wasn't supposed to. No, it's Joey Graceffa. I messed up. Okay. Joey Graceffa's best friend. Corey's best friend.
Oh, Colleen.
Yes.
Why would you pick your own sister?
Because she's an influencer. And then, okay, last one. Oh, dang it. I have nothing. Colorful palette.
James Charles?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. You gave me really easy people. Also, you only needed like. There's the timer.
Watch me go. Watch me go. Watch me go.
You only needed like 2 seconds per person.
I know. I'm fantastic.
I don't like that I have to follow this.
This is a game.
It is the game. Okay. Are you ready?
Nope. Let's go.
Also, I was giving you 15 seconds per person, and you got through your entire list in like 20 seconds. So
you said the timer was set for 15. I did it in like 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Hold on. I'm just gonna set a stopwatch to see how long it takes us to get through it, because I'm good at giving clues. I'm bad at guessing.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think you know who all these people are.
Oh, see, that's an issue.
Oh, God. Well, when I was picking these people, because we had Rachel send her list of people to my friend Emma so that Emma could send her back the list of like her taboo words. And you know, so I like obviously didn't know hers, but I gave my list to Emma and I was like, are these people you think Rachel should know? And she was like, I think so, but so we'll see.
All right. I've watched.
I know you know this.
Embarrass myself. Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay, they are famous on the Clock app.
TikTok. Charlie D'Amelio. Whatever her name is. One of the D'Amelio sisters.
Nope. She is dating a very hunky man and they go to the gym and she makes fun of little boys for being stupid on this. Yeah.
Praise Jesus.
Okay, next person. They are famous off of the same platform that you are famous off of.
YouTuber.
They also have a cosmetic line. They're
Manny?
obsessed. Think older.
James Charles.
Jeffree Star. Blonde. Yep.
Jeffree Star.
Okay, next person also famous off of this
YouTube.
Red play button. They have I can't say that word. I'm like, all the banned words are like exactly how I describe them. They left YouTube because everyone was being bullied.
Jenna Marbles.
Yeah. Okay. This is one of my favorite Red play button people.
Cody
he
Ko.
makes. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Last person. She is famous off of the Clock app.
TikTok.
I'm pretty sure she's from Dallas. She's like very Southern.
People are
but like
from.
you know this. She wears like a cowboy hat sometimes. Blonde hair. Oh, I couldn't say blonde. I take it back. She's a comedian. Oh, she was a meme. She got really famous because she was a meme.
Oh, that chick! Her dog, her profile picture is a chihuahua with a mascara on. Is that there? No, she's
no with eyebrows.
Yeah, or the other. No, I don't don't know her name. I don't know her name, but I love her and I follow her.
I think we're thinking of two different people because this person,
Is she the one that's friends with all the gay people, or is she the one that has cactus everywhere?
Yeah.
She's friends with all the gay people. She has cactus.
Yes. No. No cactus. Yes, gay people. Yes. No cactus. Yes, gay people.
Hold on. I liked one of her videos earlier. I'm going to find her.
She drank a drink and it turned into a meme. Yeah.
Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany Brosky.
Yeah, okay. That took us, hold on, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get through.
But I feel like you're really good at guessing.
I surprisingly knew people.
Yeah. I tried to pick people that I thought you would know.
Thank you. I love Brittany. I just didn't know her name.
I couldn't say TikTok, Texas, Sarah Shower, which is like her roommate that she has a podcast with, kombucha, which is the meme that she got
kombucha girl
famous off of. Yeah, or blonde. But I said blonde, but we're just going to pretend like I didn't.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Blaze, stop licking your paw. Stop. Blaze, stop. Thank you. No, don't. You start licking the bed. Oh, what was that? Did you see him like flinch? Sorry. Okay. Good. That was our game.
The arms
of the angels fly away. All right. We have about 5 minutes left for questions if you want to do that.
Cool. Okay.
That game, there's no winners or losers. I think we both did really good.
I think you won because I got yours way faster than you got mine.
You did.
I'll give you the
win.
win.
Bit on the clues.
You took the L last week. I will give you the W this week.
The reason I was good at it is because I have personal relations with each person, so I was able to not have to use taboo words and just explain stories that have happened.
Also, how do I not remember Tana spitting in your mouth at JoJo's party? Where was I? Because I know I was stalking her all night. So like,
it wasn't
how
like
did I miss this?
Into my mouth. It was.
I wouldn't mind.
That is what you said at the party when I told you.
Tana, please spit in my mouth.
I went up to talk to her and I said something and I was mid-sentence and I made her laugh. And so she started laughing and laughed and spit into my mouth as I was speaking to her. No one noticed. And I just like kept going as it never happened.
But then she didn't say anything?
No, I don't think she noticed. And then, but I was like, she just spit in my mouth. Nice, by the way, Tana is extremely nice, like a genuinely really nice person. She's kind of a mess, but she's really, really, really nice. Anyway, and so I ran up to you and my girlfriend and Joy afterwards. I was like, Tana just spit in my mouth. And you were like, I've never been more jealous of a person in my entire life. And you did the whole like thing you do. You're like, And my girlfriend was like, what? I explained. She was like, yeah, good job.
I know that I should not idolize Tana Mojo, but gosh darn it. Biggest crush on her. Wowza.
I know you do.
She did put her arm around me at some point that night. I'll take it.
She's very nice.
She was very nice. Okay. Questions. Someone asked what our biggest pet peeves are. You go first.
Okay. Well, one, I cannot stand when people smack their lips when they eat. That is a giant thing.
Yep.
I can't. Mesophenomiomi, blah, 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 whatever the phrase is. I don't care. I'm going to punch you in your face if you don't close your mouth when you eat. And then I just discussed this on my podcast with my cousin Andrew, an episode with Rachel Uncensored. When people don't turn off timers or leave like doors open to refrigerators or dryers and they keep dinging and people just like let the timer go off, let the dinging keep happening as if it's like when you're in the car driving and it's like seatbelt, like the seatbelt like ding, 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 like put your seatbelt on or your door is open and people just like let that noise exist. I can't stand it. The second a timer goes off, I rush to turn it off. The second that ding happens, being like, you left this open. You need to do the thing. I can't.
What kind of psychopath just moseys on with their life while things are digging? Dinging.
Oh my God. The amount of people who just like don't even register it is insane.
That's weird.
I get physically angry. When I hear this,
note to self: do not leave timers going around, Rachel.
I like when your timer goes off in the morning, you keep hitting snooze. That doesn't bug me because your body actually like immediately turns it off. It's when you let the thing go. Like noises can happen, but respond to them in an appropriate manner. I just realized this is a massive pet peeve of mine.
Okay, well, I'm glad you.
I mean, you know, like when people are poop heads and things like that. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about like the stupid things that annoy you for no reason. Those are pet peeves.
I feel like that's what a pet peeve is. It's like not very stereotypical. Like I could say like I hate people that are buttholes. But, like that's not a pet peeve. Like it has to be something very specific and random.
And I think those two things are very specific and random.
I agree with I cannot stand when people chew with their mouth open or smack their lips when they eat. One of my biggest pet peeves is laugh tracks. Can't stand them. That's why I could never watch Friends. I cannot stand a laugh track.
My brother is the same way.
I don't like shows telling me when I'm supposed to find something funny. Let me figure that out on my own.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sitcoms. So you can't do sitcoms.
It's cringy to me. Like, I don't like it.
I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Yeah. And then I don't like when people leave their blinkers on when they're driving.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just stupid. You're just ridiculous.
Like if I see someone ahead of me and their blinkers been on for like 5 minutes, it makes me very angry.
No, punch them.
The timer.
But don't. Yes. Violence is never the answer. I don't condone violence. I'm just dramatic.
Allegedly. Do we have time for another question?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay. Someone asked what are some weird phases we went through as children. This one's good.
You want to go first? Okay. For a while, I could not play with any new toy I got because I was scared that the joy of the toy would go away.
Oh,
Traumatic.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't want to make your other toys jealous.
Well, that too.
You didn't.
But no, like I was scared. I got a brand new Barbie, and I wouldn't want to take it out of the package because I knew once I played with her, the joy of having a new Barbie would be gone.
Have you spoken to your therapist?
No. There's a lot of things I tell my girlfriend, and she goes, "Have you gone over this in therapy yet?" I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Babe, you got to stop hiding the trauma from her."
Right. Just like a gossip session during your therapy hour instead of actually talking about trauma.
It is. I'm like, "Guess what happened this week?" And she's like, "Oh my God." And I'm like, not dealing with any of the actual issues.
My old therapist used to cut me off. She'd be like, "Emily, not relevant. Let's move on." And I'd be like, "Okay."
Mine will be like, I was like, "I don't have anything to talk about this week." And she's like, "Okay, well, do you want to talk about it?" Like, no.
How about we address the childhood? No.
No, I told you I'm perfectly fine. I am perfect. We do not need to address.
She's like, "Why are you here then?" You're like, "I need another friend."
I just wanted someone to tell me I was right about the current situation.
Oh my God. Okay. Anything else?
There was a week where I only drank like a cat.
Like on all fours and out of a bowl?
Like I'd lick it.
That's going to turn into a GIF. I hope you know.
I think those are my weirdest phases. I mean, I had a bunch. Like,
did you have? Sorry, I am still stuck on the drinking like a cat. Did you have a cat growing up? Like,
we had like 7 cats, 8 cats.
Same.
We had lots of cats and dogs and bunnies and guinea pigs and rabbits. We had everything.
All right. Well,
I mean, that's just what I did.
And no one like thought to. I guess you're not hurting anyone.
No, my mom just let me.
Okay, and you
it was
grew
only
out
like
of
a
it,
week. It was a few days. It was just like
it was a week. People are gonna screen record this and turn that into a GIF. Alrighty. Okay, weird phases. Okay, so I'm trying to think like weird childhood phases besides dating boys.
Oh, it's an unfortunate phase for both of us.
It really was. I slept. Oh, this is a big one. I'm being vulnerable out here.
Go.
I slept on the floor of my parents' bedroom in a sleeping bag until I was 13 years old.
Wait, like you just couldn't sleep in your own room?
I was so scared because I used to get really bad night terrors. And
so did I. But I guess I shared a room with my sister, so I had someone in my room with me.
I didn't have anyone in the room with me. And so like I'd always be so scared when I'd have, you know, these nightmares to like wake up and run to my parents' room. So it just became more convenient to sleep on the floor of my parents'
Poor
bedroom.
parents. Poor parents. Never had a
I
long
single-handedly. Yes.
Made it so you didn't have any more siblings. Any siblings.
That's why I'm the youngest. Besides that, and no one like dig deeper into that about like what that means for my mental health. Let's just leave it at what I said.
I used to have night terrors and would wake up. Well, I didn't wake up. I would just sleepwalk and like scream and yell and punch the wall and like march around in circles. And Colleen would be like, Rachel. And I'm like, what? She's like, shut up. I'm like, no. And my parents would have to come in, and the only way to wake me up was to put me on the toilet until I peed. And then the peeing would wake me up. And then I'd go sleep in their bedroom with them. But it was like once a month I'd have these night terrors.
Jeez.
And I wouldn't remember them.
Wow.
The next day, the only reason I knew I had them is because I'd wake up in my parents' bed. And I was like, oh, I must have had a night terror. And they're like, yeah. And then they would tell me everything that happened. But I had no recollection of them.
What fixed mine, and I know this is not parenting advice because this is trash, but it fixed mine, is I slept with my TV on. I got a TV in my room and I kept it on Disney Channel because like even when I was 13, because Disney Channel was the only channel that didn't play scary commercials at night. And so when I wake up from my night terror, I would just, instead of running to my parents' room, I'd sit in my bed and I'd watch like an episode of whatever, like, was it George Lopez or was that Nick?
Oh, that was Nickelodeon. Because I would watch the same thing, and you'd wake up with him like jumping on the trampoline. That might have been what fixed mine, and I didn't realize it.
Maybe this is parenting. All right, medical journals everywhere. Look into giving children TVs.
If your ADHD child has nightmares, give them a TV,
Get a TV.
and put Disney on.
Yep.
Oh my
all right.
God. Well, we just okay. We both have things to talk to our therapist about this week.
Yes.
And
oh my God, wait, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go.
The like weirdest thing that I went through is I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer for the first time in like 4th or 5th grade, and then after watching it I became so inspired and jealous of her, which now looking back I know was a little lesbian girl crush. I tried to convince everyone in my class that I was a vampire slayer.
Of course you did.
In like 4th grade. Like that is embarrassing. I brought a little journal to school, like with written in there. It was like, today I fought 2 vampires and almost lost my life. And I'd show it to my friends. And I'd be like, see, it's real. See, I am one.
If it's written in the diary, it's got to be real. You can't lie to a diary.
Those are the rules. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's better or worse than being a horse girl. I think it's worse. I think it's worse.
It's worse. I know a horse girl now, and she's very nice.
Oh, good. Yeah, all the horse girls at my school were really nice too, but would gallop around at recess on all fours. So I would go around like martial artsing, pretending to be fighting off vampires, and they would be galloping in the corner. So
why are kids so weird?
I love it.
All right, that's it. We're done. We're done for today. That was it for this episode of All Things Internet, and so much weird trauma for me and Emily. Allegedly. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. Go follow the ATI Instagram page. What's the ad again?
All Things Internet Podcast. Because All Things Internet was taken. One of you little sneaky deeks. That's my fault for not grabbing it sooner. Whoops. Yeah. I love you guys. Tune in next Monday for another episode because we are weekly now. And yeah, Emily, thanks for joining us. I love you.
Love you.
All right. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of All Things Internet. Please make sure to like and follow our podcast on whichever platform you're currently listening to it on. And make sure to follow us at Podcast ATI on Twitter, where you can ask questions and get the latest updates on our show. We love you. Thanks for listening. I'm Rachel Ballinger, and this has been All Things Internet.